And in the future, I would have to stitch that one, this stream with this obviously continuing part. I hear the rain, I hear the rain, I hear the rain, dun, 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 dun. Carry me out of the sewer water washing over me. Carry me out of the prairie, sewer water washing down the street. I hear the rain, I hear the rain, I hear the rain, dun, 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 dun. Ah, man, that's a banger. Yep. I wish that the Famine Lament came in and is it Famine Violent? Something, whatever that group is, they did an extended version of I Hear the Rain. That's just a classical banger. Absolutely. Peak. First, I speak to the road trader. Leave us. Glittering. I like this option because this option's funny. It's just like, nah, I was just punking the shit out of you. Come on. Yeah, look at your stupid face. You're actually scared. Oh. Ooh. Why did she? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Why did she just like glaze her valet right now? Did like what? Like she just like big stroked him like he was like the shit, bro. I don't fucking care. What the fuck is this guy to me? No, that's literally her reasoning. It's because he is. No, unfortunately, I don't fucking know this man. He said, she basically said, I just want to let you know, Uwe, my valet, that's him. Huh? He is him. That's all you need to know. Like, okay, sure. You're really gonna just also right. I don't know if I pop my skill to dodge, ally attacks and then stand in front of it. I have a good feeling I'll tank it. You know, something late. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channels between Lady Navigator and the bridge. May the Emperor's light help us all. Damn! No, what? No, what? Why not just have the Emperor's light? Yeah, like why didn't you say may the Emperor, like help Cassia or something? Why'd you just like jinx the rest of us? Shit. What the hell? He fucking stabs in this nigga in the wrist. I wanna so I need to mention two things. One, about the last time, I've realized now that my mind is broken by Dark Souls 3. Anytime I see flail, the only thing I hear is me flail. Sister Frida, bring me my flail. I can't adhere that annoying ass dude talk about his flail. Now the other thing is I like the foreshadowing of that foresight of hers. Because her foresight is basically of the sun collapsing and immediately, but I feel like that one is the most flowery of it. Oh, hers is better. Hers is the best though. right? Yeah, one of them kind of chills around us. That's what I'm saying. Profit over everything. With your permission, I would like to remind you that we are still looking for an engineer prime. In, in I mean, an engineer. Oh. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Hendrix Van Cullix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitioner. Now we know for certain he was not at Eric 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans. Certainly, Lord Captain. If you are interested, this week passed with a record low rate of minor disturbances on the lower decks. I would love for him to go into detail. To go into detail on that. Yeah, what minor disturbances? Because the last bitch in charge of this ship had a fucking servitor murder a bunch of folks, and she said it didn't happen. Fuck you mean? A senior technomat from Shift 8 came up with a new formula for a lubricant used in kitchen servitor and plant maintenance. I mean, lube is lube, no? The quartermaster of store compartment 11 reported recently that we are spending ceremonial decorations at least 20% slower than expected, which means we have enough tablecloths, carpets, and lamps to last us 15 years of grand receptions instead of 10, even considering that some of the stock was burnt during the cultists' attack on the vessel. Question: Can't do we not have a goddamn washing machine on this ship? We can just wash some of those, no? How are we like I I hate that I can't deny that. Lord Ca- Oh yeah, that's stupid. Why can't anyone else do it? Seriously. Just go talk. Yeah, really though. Like okay, okay, cool. So she's blue, and so what?
Lord Captain, my apologies.
Oh,
I did not notice your
well, I
entrance.
can see that her eyes are red, but her picture makes her the grainy filter makes her look a nice, cool blue. Um, hmm. Anyways,
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse.
what eye is she talking about?
So beautiful and enrapturing. Eric 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course,
Whee! I'm the leader
although
now.
most of the
Listen,
works within had to
listen.
do with
I
sordid
am the leader now.
disciplines of some sort or another.
And I,
Only in my sparse moments of
yes, it
respite
did.
was
Yes,
I
it did
allowed to
indeed.
the pages of more
Uh huh.
Books.
You got the boot. Because why not? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you bloody. I mean, because we're talking to here. We're gonna get past this real quick, and then we'll just save. So we'll just have kind of skip this part. It's whatever. Yes. But look, I'm telling you, the problems build character, and we just gotta, laugh at the pain. That's what I'm saying. Oh, big flirt options. Oh, I wasn't even worried about it. I've just never clicked that option. Legitimately, I have completely overlooked it, and I'm like, I've gone through this part like 5 times, overlooked it every time. Um, Here, what we could do, dead ass, put all the companions on a dice and just roll that shit. You know what? Let's just see how bad it could be. All right, heading back to the bridge, and then I'll save and pick it back up. All right, here we go. Save complete. Now, cooperative mode. Choose save. This save. Launch. All right, there you go. I say we put them on a dice and just let it go. Really, I do. Ah, well, we're heading to the prison. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. All right, Fran, you ready to go to jail? Just like where you're supposed to be.
Oh, oh.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, the fucking thing downstairs. This encounter is so petty. It's so petty and it's a bunch of yap. So much yap. That slow turn will never not kill me. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher rank officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it is, so happens, are in a revolt. 30 some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rules across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we're still battling rumors that the hero has survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. Yeah, that's kind of maybe a bit too exaggerated. I dread to think what problems you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I have already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. Right. I shall explain. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. Yeah, I can see that too. There, there is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Sinostral's role to ensure that I have always then sure that I missed that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received the information about the cultists hiding in the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. Yeah, I was gonna ask you what your opinion was. I was going to ask you what your opinion of this incident is at the end of it all. Obviously, want to just let Fran see it for the first time, and then I'll just straight up ask him too. But this, I while it while I do believe, like, yeah, this is also a lack of communication, I think it's also, I feel like this is Abe kind of letting out frustration. Like he's still upset. Uh, yeah, I was gonna say, is his name Joe Coster Sarback? Huh? Let me. Oh, oh my God! The metal chin always looked like a beard. Oh, that's crazy. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it's not within my rights to challenge my superiors. That being said, while I entirely share Master Worsharian's opinion on the fate of Depot 4, what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Miss Sar. Oh yeah, he does say Mistress Sar, and I've never noticed that. Wow, I've never noticed that. I just can't. I just like Abelard during this is just like a butt. This at all. Oh my God, is he blind? The ship's regulations state that the Master at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers. And yet, it is no secret that the Celestial has a tendency to show particularities. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master. I hate that we're Sarians. I hate that name. Ugh. Experience and insight. The Celestial has a record for fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your lordship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Celestial to report an order from the Master at Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to Lord Captain to object the Celestial's orders. I notice a pattern in these actions. None, Sinestro, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I have served aboard this ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have had them pay for insulting your armor with blood. Your conduct in this regard has always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the property of junior officers, inflate their sense of self importance, and undermine discipline. That you distinguish, yeah, this whole thing. I truly think like man, this at least should have been a voice mission, like section, but it wasn't, which is just um oh, okay, look. They're in, they're getting their gear on, they're laughing, they're kind of just, joking about, so that's why we have the time. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officers deck handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity, makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, their fates entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. God, she cooks the shit out of him. I mean, he's good at he's a good recruiter. Eventually, my officers are anything but. Yeah, you haven't heard of rock gut before? Yep. Only way. I mean, you're the only. Right? Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to you and your Sinestros' involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see to the expedient resolution of this incident. Yep. Oh boy. Historical fuck up. Very clearly historical fuck up.
I almost forgot. You got 7 days, Alec, or ranked on rivals. 7 days.
Shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
And that's all ranked is that and a skin. It's just a slow turn. He's like, well,
she can't hear anything. How do you think? Right, that's bad. All right, Scooby Gang, let's go.
The divine watches over us.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed that out of all the iterations of Scooby Doo, not a single one of them got a like rap theme. Mm-mm. God, I've read through this before, and I'm just not catching that. Oh boy. Right?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
It looks like all the way over here.
Lord Captain, you have come down to us. Or really though,
Come
Fran?
on, no voicing.
You just read it. Really, I'm not doing nothing crazy.
I'm trying to think of a voice, but who the fuck is even this
He's
vampire
just a
looking
dirty
dude?
dude. He's just
Looks
dirty.
like a vampire.
Probably, but you know that's what happens when you're dirty. You know, start looking like things.
Our cleanse and all side the bay has been the bay
Yeah,
that's been sealed off. The lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who would have just been just about enough. We're getting it from all sides. Soldiers have encircled the ones who have risen up. Death Squad just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out.
he was supposed to say no homo after that. Mm-mm-mm. Getting it from all sides. Wow.
Yeah, the head puts emphasis. just, just striking. Well, you gotta hit him with the anime. The anime.
Yeah. Right. And she would do it like that. I'm gonna be real. That's my only issue with her character.
I
That's
mean,
my
you
only
you
issue with her
throw
character,
in
dude.
for the Emperor and she's all in.
or something, man. It's all true. Vint is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidst and had no fellow feelings towards us. Your lordship, we are no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We've went on strike. Oh, by the way, what did that idiot Riven just say they were not doing? Okay, thank you, Stager, for being honest at very least. Uh, a cultist amulet. What's that? The Googa they found on the dead drunker. If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said that they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people, and there have been no new faces around. Yeah, that's just so weird. Like, um, it's like these people are so stupid. They don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, those boots were really fine. There was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't. Yeah, he did. Yeah, dude, Revit. Okay, can we? All right, how about this? You guys go home. We'll tell them to back off. We kill this guy. We call it square. Like this dude's a fucking dumbass. We can at least curtail him. We don't know. We don't we don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the emperor, and when we were working, we bowed down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling, "Believe us, your lordship. We are people of faith." From the guy who stole. I hate this guy. Dude, everyone down here is basically stupid. And Rivet's the worst. Like, I, I, I need the devs to go back and put an option. Right. I need the devs. I possibly, yeah. Rivet definitely is. That is, you've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots on the lower deck live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. You've gone too far, old man. They probably even insist on the enforcers on the upper decks too. As for, well, I mean for protection, maybe. Okay. As for weapons, what do we need them for? You know what, Stagger? This guy. Someone get this guy a badge. That's what I'm saying. Before the first day's out, we like. What did they think? The enforcers are just hanging around? They're just floating about. That doesn't make fucking sense. We'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop harassing us, that will be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultists. But one of them's right to your fucking left. And we'll talk to them. What? One lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damn amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. Okay. Okay. Can we get an option? I need the devs to give us an option to side with Stager because he's the smartest person here. It's putting on. Yeah, that's the best option. I need an option to go down that route, basically siding with Stig, and then but the caveat is Rivet needs to come with us because we need to kill that asshole. Like through and through. I just want him gone, right? I don't care about the rest of you, but him. Like this dude is not only uneducated, but like holy crap. Like all right, that they're fine. He is dead. Mm-mm-mm.
No, I was looking through the options.
Know your duty.
Everybody disperse.
All right. Fran, when will you have another free day? Question.
Nah, it would be Tuesday.
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Wait, no, that's perfect. I was gonna ask, do you want to pause here and then come back on Tuesday, and then hopefully, if you can get on early Tuesday, we just rip through prison and then just do the whole rest of Act One, because obviously once we touch down to the other planet, it's just like on a crack and lacking.
Yeah, that's when the game next starts going.
Okay. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Flessen? Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Before we continue, now I wish to ask, Fran,
What's up?
what is your opinion of this whole scenario that it's gone down? How you feeling? Give your take.
In all honesty, with how that in this Abelard
Yes.
and the entire people of this sector should be dead. Shot in the back of the head.
Okay. All right. Alec, what are your thoughts here? No, yeah, I figured it was gonna continue. Yes. Yeah, that's clear. So,
Yeah, which
so,
in
so
retrospect to anyone in 40k is treasonous, which belongs with a
no.
bullet to the back of the
And
head.
see, I figured that it had something to do with
Treasonous not
her.
to how she runs things, but to anyone else that is treasonous.
So here's my issue, right, with this whole mission. Because obviously it's setting up obviously to continue something later on in, right? This is just like the first part of Abelard's little, side quest. My problem I have is though, is from the very jump, Abelard's fucked, right? Like even the other captain lady that was there, forgot her name, whatever, it'll pop up. Even she kind of shows up mainly just to get on Abelard's ass of like, okay, yeah, dude, but if you just didn't do this, this would work out. And going back to what you were saying, Alec, I truly believe, yeah, I can see Theodora doing that too. We see her kind of doing that at the beginning of the game. Hell, the reason why you're. But the thing is that this specifically though feels like a picked up behavior. Particularly the whole knowing some of the enforcers and not others. Well, think about it. Why the fuck were you even brought onto this ship anyways when she basically had already chosen successor? Simple. It really feels like she just. No, it didn't even feel like a just in case. It felt like a way for her to be like, oh yeah, this guy I want to pick up. I want to kind of spook him to like work even harder by bringing on this other successor that I might from time to time, give a glance at. Right? Basically, entice him to work a lot harder via using you. That feels like exactly what Abelard does. Yes. And so the thing is that it feels like that's also not the case. It's just the kinks were small enough that you could ignore. But obviously, this is clearly just calamaried into a bunch of mess. On that note, there's one other problem. That's what I'm saying. And so, with that in mind, though, a lot of this other stuff, though, feels like petty by Abelard. It feels like, yeah, he's particularly upset. Like, this specific situation feels like, yeah, I'm upset that the ship was invaded. I'm upset that the spy master totally went under my radar and did all of this stuff, and he's just venting on the people in the lower decks. And it's like there's something that Abelard, I don't understand how in all of his years of living and dealing with the lower deck people, does he not realize that they're fucking stupid? We just got a whole example with Riven that a lot of the people in the lower decks are just stupid. Like flat out dumb. Like you can't really necessarily, you know, I don't want to say blame these people, but like you can't really get on their cases when they do something silly because you know they're just dumb. Like they're just dumb. You can't really. I don't really think it's appropriate to get on their heads like that, knowing the fact that they're stupid. I don't know. That's me, you know. But Abelard, yeah, no, he needs to chill. He just needs to chill for fucking sure. Yeah. Okay. For anyone who watched this after we had to probably stitch this stream together with the first half, the hi, bye, come back when we don't know. Tuesday should be Tuesday. Yeah. We need to get like a Disney logo to like end off the thing. And I, no. Like I mean, like later on in, if we get some cash together, get a green screen, and then like we can be like, oh, you're watching this, and then like we draw like a little squiggle on the screen. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, that'd be crazy. Like for every different game we're on, we do like a different little simple thing. Oh, dude. And if we play like Overwatch, we can just draw like a pile of poop. All right. Oh shit. Yeah.